history forever. Jekyll and Hyde, get both yourselves over here.
I'm yours to command, Carmen. Just give me a minute.
Cha-ching! Listen, I'm sending you through the time port to the United States in the 1790s. There's something special I want you to steal. Bring it back to me in this loot orb when you have it. Now, get yourselves out of here.
Time pilots. Jekyll and Hyde just stole something from the past. You've got 28 minutes to get it back, or history will change forever. Boot up the Chrono computer. Launch the time probe. Power up the engine. Now get going.
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Chronos skimmer, engines hot. Federalists, evil plot. Our brave squadron leader will help us defeat her and bring back the loot to its rightful place in time. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego? Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego? We're on the case and we're chasing her through history.
And here's your time pilot squadron leader, Kevin Shinnick. Kevin? Kevin!
Hey, welcome aboard, everybody. I want you to hang on tight because we've got a very big mission, but very little time. So let's begin our journey by meeting today's time pilots, starting with Mark Donnelly. Come on, Mark. Nice to see you, buddy. And Crystal Gilliam. Crystal, come on out here. There you go. And Alyssa Roth. Come on, Alyssa. Nice to see you. Give me 5. Way to go, time pilots. Hey, welcome aboard, guys. You've heard the mission from the chief. We're going to start by equipping each of you with 100 power points. Now, pilots, our nanoprobes have revealed the time and place where Carmen has sent Jekyll and Hyde. So, let's get things started. Bridge to engine crew, let's warp to the time of the crime. Chief, we've arrived at our time target. What's our mission profile?
Squadron, you time travel to the 1790s. Location, the United States. At first, George Washington and other American leaders didn't believe in political parties, but then debates over how to run the country caused opposing groups to form. One group, led by Alexander Hamilton, believed in a strong national government. The other group, led by Thomas Jefferson, argued that power should reside with the individual states. These two groups became the first major political parties in the U.S. Or so history told us till now, when Jekyll and Hyde hurtled back in time and heisted Hamilton's party.
Thanks for the info, Chief. All right, pilots, for 10 power points, what party did Jekyll and Hyde steal? Was it the Federalist Party, the Independent Party, or the Libertarian Party? Remembering the clues we just heard. United States in the 1790s, party led by Hamilton favoring strong national government, an opposed party led by Thomas Jefferson. All right, guys, those are the clues. Lock on to an answer as soon as you can so we can get this mission underway. All right, Mark, what'd you say, buddy?
I said the Federalist Party.
All right, and Crystal?
I said the Federalist Party.
All right, and Alyssa?
I said the Independent Party.
Okay, the correct answer is the Federalist Party. Sorry, Alyssa, it happens. You know, it's early in the mission. And you know, pilots, if one of you can save the history of political parties and capture Carmen Sandiego, you'll win a complete multimedia computer system. But the big question is, where in time has Jacqueline taken the Federalist Party? Now, I know one time... Hey, it's the clue finder. It's locked onto someone in the future. Let's bring him on board, see if they can help us.
Wahoo! Oh, party! I eat like a pig, danced on a chair. Heck, I even broke a few dishes.
Hey, where was this party? A saloon?
Heck no, it's at the White House.
The White House?
Yeah. Andrew Jackson just gave his inaugural address, so me and some of the boys from out west invited ourselves over to celebrate.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Jackson beat John Quincy Adams in one of the most important elections in American history.
Yep, Old Hickory, that's what we call Jackson, is the first president to win by appealing to average folks, not rich types like Adams.
That's right, that's right. But before this election, many states only allowed those who owned real estate to vote.
Right. But now laws are changing and common men are voting up a storm. We call ourselves Jacksonians. Pretty soon we'll be the Democratic Party.
And that's the same Democratic Party that exists today.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I best be heading back to the White House now.
Why, is President Jackson gonna give a speech?
No, I don't want to miss the Jello wrestling in the dining room. Stand aside, boys! Here I come! Yahoo!
What? Wow! Boy, I didn't think they had Jello back then. All right, time pilots, tell me where in time is Jacqueline Hyde? Is she in 1798, 1829, or 1858? Remembering the clues we just heard. Andrew Jackson's inauguration, first president who made appeal to the common man, and Jacksonians will later become known as the Democratic Party. All right, guys, those are the clues. Lock onto an answer as soon as you can. Crystal, there we go. All right, Mark, what did you say, buddy?
I said 1829.
All right, Crystal.
I said 1798.
All right, Alyssa.
1829.
All right, correct answer is 1829. 10 points from Mark and Alyssa. You know, pilots, Jackson's victory was helped by changes in election laws, which enabled more common people to vote. But blacks, women, and Native Americans were still excluded from voting. Right now, let's keep things moving. So, bridge to engine crew, let's warp to 1829.
Hey, pilots! Want directions to the junkyard? Now you're gonna need them!
Kevin, Jacqueline's ruptured the time probe chamber. You better do a data.
All right, pilots, let's help Jamie out. We made it to 1829, but we have to do a data boost. So, pilots, I'll name an event from U.S. political history. Your job, buzz in and tell me if it happened in the 1820s or the 1920s, all right? Remember, here we go, 1820s or 1920s. President re-elected with no opposing candidate. What do you guys say? Time's of the essence. Guys? All right, Alyssa, what did you say?
The 1820s?
Yes, see, you didn't have confidence, and there you already have it. In fact, that was James Monroe in 1820. Have more faith in yourself. First Roman Catholic presidential candidate. 1820s or 1920s, going to Crystal.
1920s?
Yes, 1920s. Democrat Alfred E. Smith, who lost the 1928 election to Republican Herbert Hoover. See how much we learned on this show? Women gain right to vote in national elections. Going this time to Mark.
The 1920s?
Yes, 1920s. Very nice. That happened in 1920, thanks to the 19th Amendment. Very good, Mark. Teapot Dome scandal engulfs Harding administration. 1820s or 1920s, guys. Mark.
1920s?
Yes, 1920s. A cabinet member illegally sold oil drilling rights to Teapot Dome and other government properties. Hail to the Chief, first played at presidential inaugural. Going this time to Crystal.
1820s?
Correct, 1820s. That happened in 1821 to be exact. Very nice round, guys. Let's see what happened. Right now, Mark has 130 power points and leading the way, I might add. Crystal has 120 power points and Alyssa has 115. That was a great data boost, pilots. And just a reminder that all our data is verified by Encyclopedia Britannica. Question is, where is Jacqueline taking the Federalist Party? So, for our next clue, let's check in with the engine crew.
Hey, everybody, there's a new party in town.
But I have nothing to wear.
Not that kind of party. Well, there's a party. Getting in the act. It's the party. Republican Party.
Abe Lincoln is the candidate they back.
It's the party. Republican Party.
They agree slavery must be scrapped, and they oppose the Kansas-Nebraska Act.
It's the party. Republican Party. In this year, Abe becomes president.
Oh, yeah. Caught me. I just enjoyed that a little bit. All right, pilots. Where in time is Jacqueline Hyde? Is she in 1850, 1860, or 1870? Remembering the clues we just heard. After the formation of the Republican Party, the party opposes slavery and the Kansas-Nebraska Act, and the year their candidate Abraham Lincoln wins the presidential election. All right, guys, those are the clues. Let's figure out what the answer is in so we can get on with this mission. Just about. Crystal, you got to put you in there. Oh, right. Mark, what did you say?
1860.
Okay, and Crystal?
1870.
And Alyssa?
1860.
Correct answer is 1860. 10 points for Mark and Alyssa. Crystal, that's all right. It's early on in the mission. You know, pilots, by 1860, our nation's two main political parties, the Democratic and the Republican, had formed. And Abe Lincoln, only the second Republican to run for president, won the election. But his victory may never happen if we don't save history soon. So, engine room, let's warp to the 1860. Great, pilots. We followed Jacqueline Hyde to the year 1860, but she's about to do some globe hopping in the 1860s, so it's time for global pursuit. Now, listen closely. Watch the globe on your screen and buzz in after I finish the question. If you're right, you're gonna get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you're gonna lose 5 power points. Don't take it personally, it's just how it works, okay? Remember, we're in the 1860s, and here we go. Jacqueline Hyde is in the nation where Tsar Alexander II's Edict of Emancipation frees millions of serfs. Going to Alyssa.
Russia.
Correct. Very nice, Alyssa. Then she elected to go to the U.S. territory that sets a precedent by giving women the vote. Going this time to Mark.
Wyoming.
Correct. Hyde socialized in the country where a socialist founds the first Workers' Party. Going to Alyssa.
Germany.
Nice face. And correct answer. Yes, Germany it is. Next, she rebelled in the state that Confederate President Jefferson Davis calls home. Going to Mark.
Mississippi.
Yes, Mississippi. Jacqueline Hyde split to the nation where Queen Isabella II is driven out by her enemies. Going this time to Alyssa.
Denmark.
No, I'm sorry, that one would be Spain. But that was a very nice round, guys. Let's see what happened. Mark has 150 power points. Crystal has 120. And Alyssa has 130. Great pursuit, pilots. But Jacqueline Hyde is still roaming through time with the Federalist Party. So for our next clue, let's go with time. Wait a second, guys, what's happening? Hey, you know what? Miles taking over our ship.
Hi, Time Pals. It's me, Jacqueline Hyde. I'm in the year when many Americans vote for a third-party presidential candidate named Ross Perot.
Yeah, people are so sick of Democrats and Republicans. They'll vote for anybody who says they'll make a change.
But Perot's not just anybody. He's the richest man in Texas who made billions from his computer company.
Sure, he's rich. Who else could spend $60 million of his own dough to promote himself? Have you seen his commercials? Boring!
Bill Clinton will win the election over President Bush, but Perot will get almost 20% of the vote. That's amazing for a third-party candidate.
Yeah, that means almost 20 million voters are really ticked off. I love it when lots of people lose.
Pilots, all right, where in time is Jacqueline Hyde? Is she in 1988, 1992, or 1996? Remembering the clues we just heard. Billionaire Ross Perot runs as third-party candidate, receives 20 million votes, and Clinton defeats Bush and Perot to become president. All right, guys, those are the clues, and we're all in. You guys are ahead of me. Mark, what did you say?
I said 1992.
All right, Crystal?
I said 1992.
And Alyssa?
I said 1992.
All right, you guys are happy to know it's 1992. 10 points for everybody. You know, pilots, although Perot lost, his third-party candidacy showed that millions were unhappy with the two parties that had run the nation over a century. Only time will tell if a third-party candidate can ever be elected president. But we don't have much time left. So let's get ready to make one final leap forward in time, and that means an ultimate data boost. Pilots, in an ultimate data boost, each correct answer gets you 10 power points. But if you're wrong, you're going to lose 10, all right? It's a very close game so far. Right now, Mark has 160 power points. Crystal has 130, and Alyssa has 140. Now, guys, this next round goes on to determine who will continue on and complete this mission. I'm excited. Are you excited? Good. Well, let's see who it's going to be. I'll give you a name. Your job, buzz in and tell me whether I've named a former U.S. political party or a music group that hit #1 on the Billboard chart in the 1960s. Remember, your choices are political party or 60s group. All right? Here we go. The Know-Nothings. Going to Alyssa.
60s group?
No, I'm sorry. Political party. I think I would have said the same thing. But popular in the 1850s, this secretive party was strongly anti-immigrant. If asked, members were supposed to claim they knew nothing. That's a good answer. The Whigs. Going to Crystal.
A political party.
Correct. The Whig Party came together to oppose President Andrew Jackson and was active until the 1850s. The Trogs. Going again to Crystal.
60s group.
Yes, they are a 60s group. They sang Wild Thing in 1966. The Supremes. Going to Mark.
60s group.
Correct. Their many hits included Baby Love in 1964. Bull Moose. Going to Crystal.
60s group.
No, actually, it was a political party. It was a group of former Republicans who supported ex-President Theodore Roosevelt in the 1912 presidential race. Free Soil. Going to Crystal.
Political party.
What was it? Yes! The answer is political party. Very nice, Crystal. The Free Soil Party opposed the establishment of slavery in the Western Territories in the mid-1800s. Finally, the Hollywood Argyles. Going to Alyssa.
A 60s group.
Oh, yes, you're right. It is a 60s group. Made me so nervous. They hit #1 in 1960 singing Alley-Oop. Alley-Oop-Oop is the follow-up to that. All right, guys, that was very good. Let's see how well we did. Right now, Mark has 170 power points. Crystal has 150. And Alyssa has 140, which means that Mark and Crystal are moving on to the next phase of this mission. But, Alyssa, we had a good time having you on today. I'm glad you're here. And right now, the Chief is here to express our appreciation.
Okay, so Jacqueline Hyde has split. But you kept yourself together, pilot, so there's a TimeNet mission pack headed your way. Filled with great games and gear like Carmen CD-ROMs, board games, and the cool Chronos skimmer cap. Great work, pilot. I salute you.
Pilots, let's wave goodbye to Alyssa as she heads back to TimeNet Command. You guys ready for your next order from the Chief?
We're ready.
All right, Chief, we're ready.
Time pilots, the history of American politics is at stake. Get to the USA in 1992 and attend those parties. Kevin, you're in command.
Aye, aye, Chief. Time pilots, full speed ahead to 1992. Look, Jacqueline's got the Federalist Party in a cybersphere. Activate the loot tractor beam.
See? Good always wins over evil.
Oh, yeah? Well, who asked you?
Well, all right. We've gotten back the Federalist Party and have it safely on board. Way to go, guys. Plus, you're now one step closer to winning that great multimedia computer system we talked about. But before we continue chasing Jacqueline Hyde, we've got to return the loot to the 1790s. So let's check in with the Chief to get our flight plan. Chief?
Time pilots, you must navigate the Chronos skimmer through 8 events from the history of politics and political parties, starting at the most recent event and finishing at the least recent event. Here are the events on your flight plan. Jefferson Davis becomes president of the Confederacy. Michael J. Fox stars in the TV show Spin City. Victoria Woodhull is the first woman to run for the U.S. presidency. The Bull Moose Party runs Teddy Roosevelt for president. Alexander Hamilton leads the Federalist Party. Susan B. Anthony heads the National American Women's Suffrage Association. Shirley Chisholm becomes the first black woman elected to Congress. The Jacksonians become known as the Democratic Party. That's your briefing time, pilots. Good luck on your journey.
Thanks, Chief. All right, Mark, you had the higher score. You have the choice of going first or second.
Oh, second.
Okay, you know what that means? That means, Crystal, I need you to navigate this Chronos skimmer back through time, from the most recent event to the least recent event, starting by picking the most recent event on the board. You may begin.
Fox stars in Spin City.
Yes, you've navigated, of course, to 1996.
First woman runs for president, U.S. president.
Okay, gonna go to Mark. Most recent event on the board.
Fox stars in Spin City.
Yes, 1996.
First black woman elected to Congress.
Yes, you've gotten the Chronos skimmer to 1968.
First woman runs for U.S. president.
Okay, gonna go back to Crystal.
Fox stars in Spin City.
Yes, 1996.
First black woman elected to Congress.
Correct, 1968.
Davis becomes Confederate president.
Okay, gonna go to Mark.
Fox stars in Spin City.
Yes, 1996.
First black woman elected to Congress.
Correct, 1968.
Full Moose party runs Teddy Roosevelt.
Correct, you've gotten us to 1912.
First woman runs for U.S. president.
Okay, going back to Crystal.
Fox stars in Spin City.
1996.
First black woman elected to Congress.
1968.
Bull Moose party runs Teddy Roosevelt.
Correct, 1912.
First woman runs for U.S. president.
All right, it's all right. Going back to Mark.
Fox stars in Spin City.
1996.
First black woman elected to Congress.
1968.
Bull Moose party runs Teddy Roosevelt.
1912.
Anthony heads Women's Suffrage Association.
Correct, 1892. Her work paved the way for the passage of the 19th Amendment, which gave women voting rights. Keep going.
First woman runs for U.S. president.
Yes, 1872. Nominated by the Equal Rights Party, which worked for voting rights for women. Keep going.
Davis becomes Confederate president.
Correct, you've gotten us to 1861.
Jacksonians become known as Democrats.
Correct, 1830s.
Hamilton leads Federalist Party.
Yes, 1790s. Mark, you've saved history. Give me 5. Way to go, buddy. Now, I want you to activate the transporter and restore the loot to its proper place in history. That was great. Mark, Crystal, you both did very, very well. Now, Mark, you and I are going to move on in just a moment. So, Crystal, you know we couldn't have gotten this far without you. You did really well, and we're so proud of you. We're going to give you another mission, and the Chief's here to tell you all about it.
You've earned an equipment upgrade, like an Acme TimeNet mission pack, and this portable CD player. Great digital sound, plus super headphones to give you stereo on the go. Head not included. Good work, Time Pilot.
Right now, Crystal is piloting the Chronos skimmer back to the present. But, Mark, it's time for us to chase Jacqueline Hyde and Carmen through the trail of time. You with me?
Yeah.
Let's go. Look out, Carmen. We're on our way.
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Chrono skimmer, engines hot, bio-villains, evil plot. Our brave squadron leader will help us defeat her and bring back the loot to its rightful place in time. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego? Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego? We're on the case and we're chasing her through history.
Hey, Mark, we've made it to the trail of time. You've got to chase Carmen through 6 time portals by answering her questions. You think you're ready for it?
Yeah.
Well, let's do it then. Ready, set, go, Mark, go. Follow the engine crew to the first portal.
It's the 1790s. Which political party opposes the Federalists? The Whigs or the Republicans?
Whigs.
All right, activate the pump to open the gate. That's it, pal. Keep going. You're almost there. All right, move on to the next time portal.
It's 1848. Which party runs Martin Van Buren for U.S. president? Free Soil or Democratic?
Democratic.
All right, pull the rope. Pull the rope to lift the wheel, and that gate is gonna open, pal. That's it. Keep going. Way to go. You've got 50 seconds left with 4 more to go.
It's 1912. Who defeats the Bull Moose candidate for U.S. president? William Howard Taft or Woodrow Wilson?
Woodrow Wilson.
Way to go, buddy. You've captured Jacqueline Hyde. Congratulations.
It's 1950. Who claims there are hundreds of communists in the U.S. government? Joseph McCarthy or Alger Hiss?
Alger Hiss.
All right, turn the wheel. Turn the wheel to lift that column. Keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. All right, you've got 17 seconds left with only 2 more to go.
It's the year 1966. Who helps found the Black Panther Party? Huey Long or Huey Newton?
Huey Long.
All right, turn the wheel, pal. Turn the wheel to lift that. Go ahead. Oh, that was rough, but time ran out. But you did very well. You caught Jacqueline Hyde. That was tough. But right now, the chief's got a few words she wants to share with you.
Well, you didn't quite catch Carmen today, but you got back the loot and nabbed the crook. So I'm equipping you with a TimeNet mission pack and this super-sounding CD radio cassette player. Stand proud, Time Pilot. Chief out.
Thanks, Chief. Mark, that was a really tough mission, but you did a very good job. Really did. But now it's time for us to head back to the present. And remember, at Acme TimeNet, history is our job. The future is yours.
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Throttle open, thrusters on. Chronos skimmer gets us gone. Pack extra socks and we'll all beat the clock from the stone